Hello there everyone, and today we'll be talking about a video game idea. It's basically a video game idea for a video game I thought about. The name of the game is Taiwan Defender, as it would be the D-Day of the 24th century. Like it would be like D-Day, IWO Jima, Okinawa, combine into one huge epic battle. So here we go. War Games, T-Day, the Battle for Taiwan. A video game idea, Taiwan Defender. It would be an action first person on the rails shooter that would take place in Taiwan. The player would play as a machine gun specialist who is a member of a U.S. Marine Corps division that was sent to strengthen Taiwan's defenses against the PLA. They would also be tanks, IFVs, helicopters, and landing craft, as well as soldiers for the invading PLA forces. And the player would have access to machine gun, rocket launcher, and anti-air weapons, and would also have access to support, as well as calling for reinforcements and airdrops. As a machine gun specialist, the player's mission is to defend Taiwan from the incoming PLA force and hold off the PLA from taking Taiwan long enough for Allied reinforcements to arrive and push the PLA out of Taiwan and beyond the Taiwan Strait. This is one of the images I took of a map of Taiwan, as you can basically see. This would kind of, includes, the yellow areas would kind of include some possible beach spots, like for a possible amphibious landing by the PLA, as you can basically see. Yeah. Now let's move on. This is just a weather image I kind of took. Now I do think for the possible missions, like levels for Taiwan Defender, would likely take place in the northern beachhead, I like to call, and the southern beachhead right here. I kind of thought about where the first two levels would be, like right there and there. But I haven't thought about it all through, but just the possibility of what Taiwan Defender might be. But I have no doubt it will be like the D-Day of the 24th century. Now let's continue. And here we go. A map of Amphibious Landing. As you can basically see. And here we are. This is just a weather image I pretty much took. And yeah. Barricades on the beaches. Tanks, barricades, beachhead. And this would be a trench. Okay, time for me to read. Now, we will be talking about the main enemy in Taiwan Defender, The People's Liberation Army, or the PLA for short, is the military of the People's Republic of China and is the largest military on the planet and has quite a formidable military that rivals the United States and Russia as well as India in terms of military power and seeks to take Taiwan by force. Reasons is because the People's Republic of China claims Taiwan as a part of its territory and that it is geopolitically important knowing that it is part of the Forced Island chain. The final reason, Taiwan offers a free and democratic China which the CCP is afraid of, and that could one day lead to a revolution within China that would lead to the end of China's single-party dictatorship. Okay, here we go. Starting with the PLA soldiers, for Taiwan Defender, the most common of all the soldiers will be the riflemen, as they will come equipped with assault rifles. Some of them will be equipped with flags of the People's Republic of China. The next one on the list will be the PLA AT gunner. They are basically soldiers equipped with rocket launchers, and they will likely appear in each PLA squad, at least one or two. Now moving on to the final one. On the list will be the PLA Special Operations Forces, which will be more trained and better equipped than the common PLA soldier. They will seek to attack from behind or the flanks, so make sure to watch your back for the PLA Special Forces. And this is an image of some PLA soldiers waving flags. I kind of thought to myself, why don't a PLA soldier with a flag, like appear with a flag when he just charges the beaches and gets mowed down by Taiwanese machine gunner? And here are some PLA soldiers, a PLA AT gunner, and a PLA Special Operations soldier. Moving on to the IFVs for the PLA, the first on the list will be the Dongfeng EQ 2500, which is China's version of Humvee, which means it will come equipped with a machine gun. The next one on the list is the WZ 501 IFV. Of course, this will be equipped with a 30 millimeter autocannon, but it would also be capable of transporting troops to the battlefield. The final one on the list is the ZBD-04 or Type 04 IFV. Looks just like a Chinese version of BMP. Also, it would come equipped with the autocannon, but it would also be capable of transporting troops to the battlefield. It would probably also be very useful in Amphibious Landing. Okay, next one. And this is the Dongfeng 2050. This is the WZ 500 I think. And this is the Type 04, as I talked about, like the Chinese version BMP, you see. Okay, this one, on this one, there's just going to be two for the PLA tanks. The Type 15 light tank, which was made to operate in through rough, like in tough terrain, like highlands or woodlands. The next one is the Type 99 main battle tank of the People's Republic of China. This is the Type 15. I thought this would be a good idea for Taiwan Defender, as this tank would probably be, well, used in amphibious landings. And this is the Type 99 main battle tank. Okay, moving on. Okay, we will now be talking about the PLA helicopters. The first one on the list will be the Z10 attack helicopter, which looks very deadly. The second one will be the Z9 multi-purpose unity helicopter that can be used to transport a squad to the battlefield or provide support. Now the final one is the Z18 Transport Helicopter, which will transport a large number of PLA troops, soldiers, or a large group of PLA Special Operations forces to attack the player from behind or the flanks. This is the Z10. This is, well, the multi-purpose helicopter I talked about. And this is the Z18. Like, this is the transport helicopter. And this is the Zodiac. One of the landing crafts I thought about, but yeah, I think I would have that in Taiwan Defender, since it would be one of the craft that would most likely be used. This is just some PLA landing crafts I thought about. I also thought about hovercrafts like this. And well, you can see it. Okay, now moving on to ally reinforcements. Well, as for the reinforcements, you would also have, well, the riflemen from the Allied side, like some Taiwanese riflemen and some special forces of the Taiwanese military that would most likely help you in fortifying your defenses against PLA forces. And there would also be the Humvee for reinforcements. Of course, it would be light, but still capable, and would come equipped with a machine gun. And there would also be the CM IFV. Of course, it was made in Taiwan, but it would also be used as reinforcements. And there would also be the M60's Patton. It probably wouldn't be able to stand up to the Type 99, but I do believe it would stand up to the Type 15, no doubt. And there would also be the M1 Abrams, which would serve as reinforcements, and the A864 Apache gunship, which would likely be support, like, I think it would be support. Like, it would provide air support for you and your allies trying to hold off the PLA. And another idea for, support would be cultural artillery, which would help wipe out some PLA landing craft as they tried to land on the beaches of Taiwan. And some artillery pieces and all that. And yeah, here we are. This is a picture I wanted to show you, and I took a screenshot of it because I thought it looked very cool. And it seemed to really show kind of a D-Day version of Taiwan that I really wanted to take a picture of. And yeah. The idea of Taiwan defense was kind of to make it like beachhead and ISO defense combined. And, well, I hope some game developers accept this idea. I think this would be pretty much awesome to have a game that would take place in the 24th century and just have like a D-Day version of the 24th century. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and that is all for now.